Let's check and see the market, how we could navigate it. Silipin natin at kung paano natin mapaikot ang ating mga capital and gain from it. The BTC is down and the rest of crypto market. So what to do now? Welcome to Healthy Minds. Once again, this is Henry giving you bites and pieces of crypto news and global market updates. Talking about the short term, let's check and see the market, how we could navigate it. Silipin natin at kung paano natin mapaikot ang ating mga capital and gain from it. Did it scares you, this drop? So what happened today? Well, seems like most of the coins are down. Yes, everyone is down. Though overall, they are still in green. But technically, we'll see what's going on Bitcoin and how did it affect the market. Currently, we're now in CoinGecko, and we'll be using also CoinMarketCap for checking the stats. So yesterday, we are around 576 billion in the market cap, but now we're down to 37 billion. So what the last 24 hours, Bitcoin went down to 4.9, but actually I'm gonna check this one and show you guys how deep did Bitcoin went down. And now it seems like it's bouncing back again. So seems like the strategy that I mentioned, buy the dip, is working on this bull market. But of course, you have to be ready also on what will be the next move of Bitcoin and the rest of the market. So checking the market, as I said, we got Bitcoin 4.9% down for the last 24 hours. XRP 14.1. Ethereum is 10.4 down. What else do we have? Chainlink is down at 12.6%. I was able to buy the dip. Polkadot 9.8. 9.6 down. I was also bought few of this. We got Stellar, the one that's had last 113.1% for the last 7 days. Now it's down by 10.8% as we're talking. What else do we have here? So we got VeChain last 7 days, 21%, 22. Up now it's 13.6. So as you can see, as the market goes up via stairs, sometimes using elevator, but most of the time, if it's going down, it's really using the slide. So what else? We got here Celsius down by 12.9%, but still overall it's up by 2.4%. We're still up by $2. That's good. We're holding, so we're finding support. Theta at 0.64 cents, and it's down by 8.1%. Yeah, I'm not. We also have Yearn. Oh, Yearn is hurt by 19.3% for the last 7 days, and today it went down to 11.8%. That's huge. That's really huge. Even synthetics, ouch. This really hurts. So we're down on 4% or $4. What else do we have here? Yeah, so as you can see, the rest of the market is down. So we'll try to check how we could play this. Going to the global or to CoinMarketCap, you can see that the dominance, Bitcoin dominance, went up again. So yesterday we're around 61, 62%. Now it's around 62.7 on CoinMarketCap. By CoinGecko, it's up to 61.9%. Yeah, so it's obvious that the market is shifting back to Bitcoin for more stable compared to other altcoins today. Let's go to the chart. Again, we are in Bitstamp, checking Bitcoin in log scale for us to have a better view. So just an FYI, if you don't know what's log scale and the linear scale, the linear scale is the actual view of price range and movement on the graph. But if you set it on log, somehow it's actually computing it the way that it will fit the screen. And basically the measurements are still the same. If you're going to use a fib extension, this one going here are still the same up to here. So if you notice, this 0.78 fib extension is so big because in reality, if you're going to put it in linear, it's just a small one, this space only, but it needs to cover and show the movement on this part. That's why when you do the log scale, it's bigger than the rest. Nevertheless, if you go zoom, you will see that it will also eventually adjust based on the screen size and the time frame that you're looking. So I hope that will help us in analyzing and using the log scale. So continuing the market, checking the market, back since March, it's been a huge move up, and it's more than 400% already, as you can see. So it's a really huge movement. There's no other market that do that besides cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But based on the latest movement since September, we just actually reach a certain correction, and checking the fib extension, wow, as you can see, it just shoot to 0.23 fib extension. What is this fib extension? Why am I using it? How powerful is this tool? To be honest, if you are aware on the design of the universe, even the design of our hand, the flower, it's the design of the nature that this measurement, this algorithmic measurements is existing. And stocks and trading, for some reason, is not exempted on this measurement. That's why it's being used by most of the traders and investors in the market. So since we have a bull market, this fib extension and the 0.38 extension, Fibonacci, are really powerful. But in some bigger correction, this 0.5 to the golden packet, which is the 0.618 and 65, are mostly used, especially in bear market. We are expecting Bitcoin to go on this range, hopefully, so that we could buy more. But for the meantime, just like I mentioned before, buy the dip seems to work properly. And on this one, let's go in 1 hour candlestick and let's see what exactly happened here. So it went down to this one. I'll try to use my other exchange for us to have a better view for this one. But before we proceed on this part, what exactly happened, I would like also to share the broader market or have to have an idea how does it affect cryptocurrency in relation to the rest of the assets and global market. Okay, let's try to look on DXY, which is the dollar or US dollar currency index. So just like we talked about last time, it seems that the dollars continue to plummet, and we're expecting it, if this will break, this part will break, at least the next support that we're seeing is around the 90 index range. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. So this is the support that we might check in the following days if this will continue to goes down. Um, Short-term support, this might also hold. It's the 91, 91.5 range. So that's a possible support also that we're checking. So how does this affect the rest of the market? As we know, if dollars goes down, the hedge is always the gold. So let's see what's happening on the gold. Yeah, as expected. So as you can see, seems like this 1800 range is holding, just like what we talked about yesterday. Seems like gold finally find its support. So it's kind of weird that the gold keeps going down while the dollars also goes down. That's not really normal. But the thing is, seems like gold is back on the chart. And in the case that the positivity of the broader market and even the retail uh, thinks that this corona vaccine news will actually make them secure. That's why somehow they're pulling up their capital from golden funds, going to more profitable markets such as the stocks and cryptocurrency. So speaking of that, let's go now to the S&P 500, the US Stocks Exchange. Why do I always include this market on my analysis? Well, obviously, US has a big part when it comes to the global market, and the way that the US market goes, uh, the rest of the world follows. So, wow, we almost hit here again the all-time high, and we're just away of around 0.8, 0.1%. Wow. So we almost touch it. Let's just hope that this is not gonna be a double top. Definitely, it will affect also the rest of the world. But it seems like in the short term, it's finding a support on this previous resistance. So if this will continue to play out, let's just make an assumption measurement here. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. So either this is already the ABC correction, or there could be a bigger correction here. Let's change the degree and the color. There. So first play for the S&P 500 is this might still continue to goes up, but it seems like it's going to be a double top. But if there's going to be another attempt, let's see if this will break and finally break the all-time high last November 9, 2020. So if not, then one possible play that you could do is check this bigger correction. And then the support that we're looking is on this range in a short term. Yeah. Yes, that's right. So as you can see, even back to September 2. That might hold. I might hold. So enough of the S&P 500. Let's go to the main course, which is what we always talk about, Bitcoin. But seems like the volatility of Bitcoin is so high. Yeah, the dominance somehow is also going up. So the interest is going back to Bitcoin for more stable asset compared to the rest of the altcoins. And currently we are on the 64.5 range when it comes to the dominance. If this goes down, definitely altcoins will run again and we'll have a boom. And that's what we want, so that we could actually navigate the market and roll out our capitals and fund. So it did hold the 60 support. We have a strong bounce. Now, what will be the possible resistance for this one? It's very obvious here, even back here. This will serve somehow a resistance for the dominance. And let's see from here if it's still continuing, it goes down. And that will make the altcoins more profitable again. So finally, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, how are you, Bitcoin? Okay, on Bitstamp, continuing this one, like I mentioned what happened to Bitcoin the last several hours. It's obvious that seems like we have a double tap here. We're attempting to break the all-time high around 19,900 plus, almost 20K. In Bitstamp, to be exact, that amount is 19,666. And did we break it? No, not yet. Yeah, we're just away by 0.8%, less than 1%. So we're almost there. That's why you're expecting people and those institutions to take profit from this range. And as you can see, we are bouncing. We are bouncing. So let's see how this will play out. Checking my Binance account. We are now on the oversold range. It actually went down up to 21.7 on the RSI. On the RSI. Let's make it brighter for the caller. There you go. So you could see it. What happened here? It attempts to bounce, but it seems like there's just another continuation. So what we're looking right now is this 17.1K, 17,100 range. If this will hold the support, if not, then we are looking at the next support, which is the 17 or the 15,720. Right now, though, on the MACD, we are attempting again to goes back, starting to, but the actual curve is still pointing downward. For those more aggressive traders, holders, they utilize this movement, this volatility of the market. So I hope we could navigate it together. But if this will continue to goes down, what's the possible scenario. Well, that's it for now. I'll keep on updating everyone. So once again, thank you for supporting the channel. Healthy Minds, this is Henry. Let's keep ourselves updated. Good morning. No, we're fine. Tell me.
This is Healthy Minds giving you bites and pieces of crypto news.
So, did the market scared you? Well, if you are listening and watching our previous videos, we already know that there will be a correction. But as I mentioned also, it seems like the market is a bit irrational. And what's trying to do is every time there's a deep dive, the market is buying. So what is your strategy now? As for me, I'll try to apply what I check on the market, and hopefully you too will gain on it.
And speaking of that, I'm not a financial advisor. So always validate and do your own research. Once again, thank you for supporting the channel Healthy Minds. And this is Henry. Have a great day and God bless.